This news update is brought to you by...
It's gonna be a big blue summer.
The Big Blue Summer celebration with Flow is here. Make yours unforgettable. Sign up for big bundle savings. Build your essential bundle and save big money. Blow out the candles on Barbados' 50th and Flow's first Big Blue birthday celebration. To win big prizes including $10,000 in cash. Big-time sports coverage at home or on the go with Flow TV, like the Olympic Games in Rio and the new home of Premier League football. Watch it all with big data and big style on the fastest 4G network. The world's biggest sporting events this summer are all on Flow. The Big Blue Summer Celebration is here, and Flow is your official partner. This is how we flow.
It's gonna be a big blue summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow. We wear the baby blue for the summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow.
It's Tuesday, July the 19th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story, 1 year after 12-year-old Coleridge and Parry Secondary School student Shemar Patrick Weeks was found hanging at his Friars Well, Checker Hall, St. Lucie home, the state-run Child Protection Agency yesterday publicly admitted for the first time that it had failed to properly investigate complaints that he was suffering physical abuse at the hands of his mother, Julianne Weeks. Testifying during the ongoing coroner's inquest into the boy's death, Sharianne Blackman, the child care board officer who was assigned to the boy's case, admitted that she had failed to thoroughly investigate the complaint, which was first made over 3 years ago by the boy's great-aunt, Carista Mabel Daniel. When she took the witness stand minutes later, the CCB's director, Joan Crawford, also conceded that the agency fell down by not following through with its initial probe, adding that Blackman had acted inappropriately by not going to see the principal of the Gordon Walters Primary School, which Shemar attended at the time, after she could not contact him by phone. The inquest resumes on Monday morning at the coroner's Robert Street St. Michael Court. Police and welfare authorities have been called in to investigate another alleged case of elderly abuse. However, the caregiver at the center of the latest report yesterday gave her personal assurance that this was not the case, while accusing at least 2 female members of the elderly man's family of having an ulterior motive and of concocting stories of abuse. Chairman of the National Assistance Board, Senator David Durant, yesterday confirmed that the board had received complaints and had launched a full investigation to determine whether Goddard Barnes, who is in his 70s and lives at Friendship Terrace in St. Michael, has suffered any abuse at the hands of his caregiver, Elizabeth Watts. Retrenched National Conservation Commission workers have been given the assurance that the government will find the money to pay them following last Friday's Employment Rights Tribunal ruling. Amid the Freundel Stuart administration's struggle to cut back on its spending, none other than the Prime Minister yesterday said the severed workers would receive their just compensation.
The tribunal has come down against the National Conservation Commission and a number of workers have to be compensated. Now, if anything is calculated to establish the credibility of the Employment Rights Tribunal, it is that decision. This is not the first decision it has handed down. It has handed down decisions against private sector employees as well. But those decisions did not attract the kind of attention that this decision against the National Conservation Commission has attracted. It shows that we have a tribunal that, if it wants to, and on good evidence, can decide against government institutions.
Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite has thrown out the idea that mercy killings should be one of the options open to persons who are terminally ill in Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. Brathwaite offered this suggestion yesterday while speaking at a workshop on strategy for health-related law for the English-speaking Eastern Caribbean countries at the headquarters of the Pan American Health Organization on Delaware Road, Christchurch. He told delegates that if his older brother, who is terminally ill, had his way, he probably would opt not to continue living if it meant that someone would have to provide for him for the rest of his life.
If we guarantee individuals freedom of speech, freedom of property, freedom of movement, should we not guarantee them also the freedom to choose to die and die with dignity if they so desire?
Turning now to sports, the International Olympic Committee, IOC, will decide today whether to provisionally ban Russia from the Rio Olympics, which start on August the 5th. The World Anti-Doping Agency recommended yesterday that Russia be banned for this summer's Olympics and Paralympics after evidence was found of a 4-year state-sponsored doping program. More on this report from the BBC.
It was the most expensive Olympics in history and portrayed as a triumph for Russia and its president, the hosts topping the medal table at their own Winter Games. But now we know Sochi 2014 was sabotaged. A damning report today confirming allegations of a doping regime stretching right back from 2011 and which, with the help of the country's secret service, went right to the top.
The Russian Minister of Sport directed, controlled and oversaw the manipulation of athletes' analytical results or sample swapping with the active participation and assistance of the FSB.
The report vindicates the shocking allegations of the man at the center of this scandal, whistleblower Grigory Rodchenkov, seen here in a Russian documentary and now in hiding in the United States. The former head of Moscow's anti-doping laboratory claimed in May that he'd enabled dozens of athletes to cheat.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Do you want to make sure that your favorite BT Soca Royale champion hopeful is in with a great chance of winning $10,000? Well, it's simple as going to www.facebook.com/Barbados today to cast your vote. These are the finalists: Mr. VJ and King Julian, Summer Again, Joaquin, This Place, Sammy G, Mash Up the Place, Damien Marvey, Know the Face, Azizi, My Reason, Donnell, Wet Me, Griner, Turn on the Speaker, Hyper Songs, Bam Bam Back, Faith Calendar, Hunted, and Mr. Dale, Nothing Sweeter.
Special thanks to these sponsors: Flow, CGI, Capital Media HD, the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, the 50th Anniversary of Independence Celebration Secretariat, and the NCF.
ICBL T20 Cricket Party, more than a match, to Gary's 80th birthday, celebrating the greatest all-rounder and our national hero. You can't beat that. July 28th, 6:30 p.m. Tickets from Kensington Oval, CS Pharmacy, and TicketPal.com. Hosted by the 50th Anniversary Secretariat.
Welcome back with news of the region now. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, will address a town hall meeting at the University of the West Indies Mona campus in Jamaica this afternoon. Dr. Rowley is the most recent of a long list of UWI alumni to hold the position of head of government in the region. Prior to the town hall meeting, Dr. Rowley will be given a brief tour of the Mona campus and will be inducted into Prime Minister's Park in honor of UWI graduates who are or have been heads of government. Dr. Rowley's schedule also includes meetings with Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Vice-Chancellor of the UWI, Sir Hilary Beckles, and some of the university's senior management, as well as Trinidad and Tobago students of the Mona campus. And Turkey's president refuses to rule out the death penalty for thousands of people arrested after a failed military coup on Friday, despite warnings that reintroducing capital punishment could dash Turkey's chances of joining the European Union. Speaking through his translator, the Turkish president called the failed military coup a clear crime of treason.
The people now have the opinion, after so many terrorist incidents that these terrorists should be killed. That's what the people think. That's where they are. They don't see any other outcome to it. I mean, life sentence or aggravated life sentence. Why should I keep them and feed them in prisons for years to come? That's what the people say. So they want a swift end to it because people lost relatives, lost neighbors, lost children, 8-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 20-year-old young people. So the people are very sensitive, and we have to act very sensibly and sensitively in the face of these requests.
That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.